And welcome back, everyone, for Week 15 of the 2017 NFL season. Yes, that was me going 0-5 with my picks last week. A week that everything that should have happened did not happen. My Minnesota Vikings pick off Cam Newton and bring the ball to the 6-yard line. Guys, you got to punch it in. You can't settle for a field goal. They ended up losing. The Cleveland Browns, you're at home. You're winning 21-7 against Brett Hundley. And you're going to avoid infamy. No, you choke, they tie it up, and you lose in overtime. The Tennessee Titans couldn't score more than 7 points. You allow Brett Gabbert only field goals, and you even sacked him 8 times, and you still lose? And how about Seattle? They allow only 10 points against Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles 1 week, and then the following week they allow 30 to Blake Bortles? I don't understand. We had one over-under game. Kansas City had been allowing 30 points a game, and they benched their best defender. So what happens? The Oakland Raiders don't score till halfway through the fourth quarter, and we lose that game. I mean, even the New England Patriots lost. Everything that could have gone wrong actually did go wrong. My teams didn't go 0-5. They got the 7-0-2 call. And if you don't know what that means, you should join us on our Facebook page. We just hit 400 members. Here are the picks. The first game we're going to look at is one of the Saturday games, the night one, as the Los Angeles Chargers go to Kansas City, where the Chiefs are 1-point dogs at home. The Chiefs have really struggled in the second half of the season. They finally got off the snide with that win over Oakland. Meanwhile, the Chargers are the hottest team in the NFL, winners of 4 straight. Yeah, if you look at who they beaten, it was Buffalo. That was without Tyrod Taylor. Remember, the Bills benched Taylor. They beat the Cowboys when Ezekiel Elliott was out. They beat the Browns. Everybody beats the Browns. And they beat a Washington Redskins team that has been really hurt by injuries. The Chiefs have won 7 straight in this series going back a couple of years. And it's going to be probably very cold in Kansas City. It's always a tough out when you play the Chiefs in Kansas City. And based upon history, every time you back the Chargers, they break your hearts. So let's take the Kansas City Chiefs. You get the point. We'll take Kansas City +1. The second game involves another Los Angeles team. It's the Rams going to Seattle, where the Seahawks are 2.5-point dogs at home. This is a game that has a lot of playoff implications here. Rams lost a heartbreaker last week at home. And it's tough to lose at home and then go on the road and win a game. Seattle, obviously, very tough at home. It's under a field goal. I like Seattle to cover this one, at least by the field goal, if not by a touchdown. So let's lay the points, and let's take the Seattle Seahawks -2.5. The third game we're going to look at, talk about playoff implications. New England Patriots go to Pittsburgh, where the Steelers are 3-point dogs at home. Very rarely do you see the Pittsburgh Steelers as dogs at home, but it is New England. This is a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It might be a preview of this year's championship game. Last year, if you remember, Le'Veon Bell went out early in that game, and the Patriots were able to pull away. I think there's a bit of a difference between this year's Patriots defense and last year's Patriots defense. Now, obviously, New England has improved on that side of the ball, but I think a lot of it has to do with other teams playing into their hands. You know, teams go in against New England and they figure, well, we have to keep up with Tom Brady, so we have to pass the ball. And New England is very good at defending the pass, but they're not good at defending the run. And that's where Le'Veon Bell is going to come in. New England will have to double Antonio Brown, and that's going to leave Bell with a lot of real estate to run through, and I think he's going to be the difference. I think the Steelers are the better team. Yes, they played a couple of physical games in a row, but this is a kind of game that Pittsburgh really rises up to, and you get the points. So let's take the Pittsburgh Steelers +3. And the fourth game we're going to look at is the Monday Nighter, as the Atlanta Falcons go to Tampa Bay, where the Buccaneers are 6-point dogs at home. Atlanta fighting for their playoff lives. They're battling Carolina and maybe Seattle and the Rams for that last playoff spot, the wild card spot in the NFC. Tampa Bay has been a very big disappointment this year on both sides of the ball. I think Jameis Winston actually regressed this year. Defensively, they haven't been very good. As a matter of fact, their best defender, Gerald McCoy, might have torn his biceps again. I don't know how effective he'll be. Atlanta will be firing on all cylinders, having to win this game. It's under a touchdown. So let's lay the points. And let's take the Atlanta Falcons -6. Here's my Let's Take the Man's Money parlay play and my 6-game, 6-point teaser play. For the parlay play, we're only going to take 4 games this week. We'll take the Kansas City Chiefs on the money line, the Seattle Seahawks -2.5, the Pittsburgh Steelers on the money line, and the Atlanta Falcons -6. A $25 bet will get us $409.15. For the teaser play, we'll tease Kansas City to +7, Seattle to +3.5. We'll tease Pittsburgh to +9, and we'll tease Atlanta to just a pick 'em. We'll tease the Baltimore Ravens down to -1 and see if Cleveland will have their 0-16 year. And we'll tease Green Bay up to +8.5 as that Aaron Rodgers guy returns for the Packers. A $25 bet will get us $175. Good luck. Here are my straight-up picks for this week. Okay, those are my picks for this week. Good luck to you. A lot of funny stuff happened last week. Let's hope it does not happen this week. Don't forget to join us on our Facebook page. As I mentioned, we just hit 400 subscribers. Lots of great prognosticators making great videos talking about everything related to the NFL. Okay. For the Geo Knows YouTube channel, I am Geo. Let's take the man's money.